Good morning. Welcome to ATI Pro Media. We're powered by Advanced Trading. Last night we had a little drama. Truth Social released some notes talking of tariff, and President Trump did run a campaign saying he's a tariff man. Now we'll see what that all means. We have different commentary coming out from different folks. Everyone's an expert on this, but we've seen this before, and we'll see how people react to it. One person had commented, I can't believe the markets didn't react more. Well, number one, he is not president yet. So it was just talk. Nothing happened. It's just rhetoric. But we'll see what happens from there. Let's take a real quick look at LaSalle Street. Then we'll go to Wall Street. And we'll talk a little bit more about markets. All right, markets are trading down here. They've been all over the place, but corn has consistently been down. D's corn down 1.5. Jan beans down 3.5. Just made a new low, down 5 a little bit ago. Meal down 26. Soybean oil was the one that reacted positively yesterday, and that could be interesting as we look at what that looks like with canola and soybean oil. We'll have to look at those two and talk to someone in the Great Northern Plains about that. Board of Trade wheat. I'm looking at D's quotes. They may be off a little bit. I need to switch to March, folks. If you're in December, we need to get that move. December wheat up 3.5, KC up 5, hard red spring up 4. I got a feeling all the Marches are up a little bit more. Good day again in cattle. Live cattle up 85, feeder cattle up 260 here in Jan. Some interesting news as they still continue to digest that news out of Mexico. They were up a lot yesterday and then sold off. Hogs up 25. Dow Jones down 200. Moving over to Wall Street, Dow Jones down 200. S&P 500 up 12. And NASDAQ up 80. 2s, 5s, 10s, 30s, all lower, meaning rates are going higher. Currently today, that 10-year, it's been floating around that 4.3, gets as high as 4.4, but definitely not in that 3.8 level that we were a year ago right now. Gold up, silver up, copper down. Crude oil, interesting because we get a lot of crude oil out of Canada. We'll talk more about that, but natural gas up 40. Bitcoin off the highs, but 93,500 down 1,500. Continued volatility in Bitcoin. All right, let's talk about the markets real quick. It feels like it's going to be slow every day, but we keep getting news, we keep getting price action, but we are in a holiday mode. I would imagine after today, things will really start to calm down. A lot of people probably running and gunning to take tomorrow off, start traveling, go spend time with family, but the markets keep moving, so nothing would surprise me. Yesterday, when we look at the price action in cattle, it was extremely interesting how much we traded up and traded all the way back down, traded a lot well off the highs. I want to say feeder cattle were 400 off the highs. Yesterday on premium content, Brady Huck broke all that down. We could pop up that slide if you would like to see that. You need to be a premium subscriber. But Brady Huck really did a great job talking about everything that's going on over there in cattle. As far as corn, wheat, beans, and everything else, all the talk is getting that December contract move. December becoming quite thin here. A little spread going on between December and March in so many of the contracts, but folks getting out of December, moving that to March. Today will be one of the last days of people doing that. If you're doing it tomorrow, you're waiting until the end. Then we're going to go into first notice day, and December contracts are extremely liquid. So where are we in the marketing cycle? December options have expired. That was last Friday. First notice date for December futures coming up. All right, if you got questions or comments, throw them on there. And if I don't see anything pop up here quickly, we're going to get out of here because we got some people to call. But this is the biggest headline of the night. U.S. President-elect Donald Trump said on Monday that on his first day in office, he would impose a 25% tariff on products from Mexico, Canada, an additional 10% tariff on goods from China. Oftentimes when he talks about this, he talks about fentanyl, stopping people from sneaking in the border, and drugs. I don't know why this hasn't always been a policy, but apparently things are changing. The political talks over. We're forming a cabinet. News is slowing down on that side. Most importantly, though, I will say this, and this is something that folks probably should be talking about more, or looking at more. December 25 corn is nothing to brag about. So when I look at December 25 corn, tough sledding there, 430 for December 25 corn. So as everyone's running around right now asking to buy inputs, negotiating cash rent and everything else, figure you're in the Midwest and you typically have a 20 to 30 under basis. you're looking at, or I need you to look at, what do the metrics look like for $4 cash corn in 25 versus your cost production? Same thing with beans. Looking back a little bit here, Nov 25 beans. People are asking, what should I do? Well, it gets tricky because as we start to, or if you choose to hedge below your cost production, it can get really crazy if we start to ramp up. Folks get pretty aggravated. But the worst part is you don't have crop insurance. So you don't know what your floor is for 25. You think prices are cheap, but we're all smart enough and old enough to know that they can get a lot worse. So with that, I'm going to hop out of here. No questions, no comments, quick show. Again, premium content yesterday was Brady Huck talking about cattle. Today, we're going to release Don Wick. Don Wick and I talked about the Ag Secretary, the Treasury Secretary. You'll catch all that on premium content. Tom Grisafi coming from Valparaiso, Indiana. Today's ATI Pro Media. I'll see you on the premium side.